Hi, welcome to this tutorial on how to program with C++. I'm Ditlev and I'm going to show you my website first. It's called netport.com. This is it. Down here you can scroll down and go to C++. There's a huge section here about getting started with C++ and different examples. And this is the basic example for C++. If you haven't downloaded the Visual Studio yet, you need to download it. This is the link down here. And when you download it, you can just start it up. It will take a bit to start, but a bit time to download and install and start, but it's worth it. When you're finished, just go to New and Project. So a bit about Visual Studio. It's a program for making code, and it can take C#, Visual Basics, F#, but we are going to write Visual C++. So of course we will go to this Visual C++, and a good place to start is with the Win32 console application. You have to give a name to your application, and today we are going to make an IQ test program. It's here in the C++ basic. It's how to do it, and we are just going to give it a name first. We will call it IQ test program, and this is the path for the program. Just leave it and press OK. Then next and finished. And wow, this is the code. Let's go through what's here now. This include stdelta_h@x.h is a file needed to run C++ code. This will be included in all C++ codes, and you should never remove it. And this is called a function, and it says int main, and int means integer, and an integer is a number. So int, it's integer, and integer is a number, and a number is 0, 1, 2, 3, and etc. And what an integer is not, it cannot be 1.5, because that is not an integer, that's a decimal. So int means number, and main means that you are in the main part of your program. So whenever you write int and something, you have to return something also. And since it's int, it will return 0. This maybe doesn't make any sense right now, but it will after some time. I've just pressed a button to make the program run. The button is F5. F5. If you press F5, this box will come up and it will ask if you want to run the program. Now it's just, I don't know if you can see it at all, it's just a black screen coming up and just disappearing. And the black screen that's coming up is this screen, and it's coming up and then disappearing. It doesn't make any logic yet, but we will add some code, and then the screen will will ask the user for a number, So this, I will go now to netboard.com and the basic example, and this is the code we have for now, and we want to ask the user for the number in our IQ test. The first we will do is to include 2 more libraries, and we write it up here: include IOStream and include string. So we just learned that integer, int means integer, it's a number, and now we will look at string. String, it's some text. So, and text can be a sentence or some number or something. And an example of a string can be, hi, how are you? So the string part here lets us write text. And the IOStream, it enables that the user can enter some text, so that the user can write something on his keyboard. And we will use the namespace std. This is just that we want to use the normal C++ coding. With the cout command, we can ask the user for some text. So cout is to write some text into a window. So it always goes like cout, double arrow there, and quote, double arrow, and end line. And inside the quotes you write your text. So I have written up here what number should replace the question mark and then a sentence. So it's for the user to enter the number that should replace the question mark here. We have something called variables. An integer, you know what an integer is now, it's a number, and when you write int and answer, it means that we want to declare a variable named answer. A variable, it's like a basket, a shopping basket. You can store types of information, and this variable called answer is an integer, so it can store different numbers. The correct answer for this question is 20, and we will ask the user for the answer with the code CIN. So Charlie Indigo N. So if I press F5 now to run the program, this is what, maybe I will increase the font size, 16. What number should replace the question mark, and right here, answer. What number should replace the question mark, and it waits for the user to write his answer. If I write something now, the program will just quit, as you see. And then we have an if and else statement. So this sin ask a user for his answer, and the answer is saved in the variable answer that we created up here. So if the answer is 20, then the user has the correct answer. But if the user answers something else than 20, then it's the wrong answer. So we can try to run this code now, and you will see that we have a big problem. So it waits for the answer, and I can write maybe 20, that is the correct answer, and you will see that the program just quits. So how can we solve this problem? Well, we have to use a while, and a while is a loop. So we say that the answer variable is a -1 up here. So we'll check if the answer variable is 20, and if it is 20, then the loop will end. If it's not 20, then the loop will go again. So a loop is a part of code that will run over and over again until it is the statement inside here is true. So this code will run until the answer is 20. So if we now start the program by pressing F5 and ask, it says that the answer is 2, it will say wrong answer. But if we write 20, then it will be a correct answer, and the program will quit. I've written here some just code for the wrong answer. Just try again, and what number should replace the question mark, and I can enter the answer again. But since the answer was 20, the program will just quit. So we can make it not quit by setting the answer to -1 again. So if the answer is 20, the user will have the message correct, and why it was correct, and then we will set the answer to -1, and the program will start over again, because the while loop isn't completed. If the answer is not 20, then the user will get the message that the answer is incorrect, and that he should try again. So we can try to run this program now. So if I guess like it's 10, it will say wrong answer, try again. What number should replace the question? 9, no, wrong answer. 20, correct. The answer is 20 because you should add all numbers together. So this is a small C++ program, and I will now show just a bit of the files that was created. There is a folder named IQ test program, and inside IQ test program there is a folder called debug with a lot of different files, and I'm looking for, there is no yeah, this is it. In the project you get your main file folder, and there's a folder called debug, and here it is a file, or exe file, called IQ test program. So by clicking on this you can get your program running, so you can share it with your friends. This is it for the first tutorial, and I hope that it helped you getting the basic with C++, and that you will remember to subscribe and like this video.